Welcome to this episode of Living Safe and Empowered. I'm your host, Brett Lechtenberg, and I am the anti-bullying expert who's going to help you get rid of your bullying problems in 3 days or less. In today's episode, I want to talk a little bit about whether or not your child should tell an adult if they're being bullied or if they should not tell. And there's different opinions on this, sort of. I was contacted by a person lately who's told me that, hey, I read your special report, Brett, and it says in there that children should tell if they're being bullied, and it gives a sequence that parents should follow through on. And that's 100% true. They also said that they read an article in Psychology Today that said that children should not tell if they're being bullied because it will only make the problem worse. And so this person wanted to know, what is the truth? Well, in the article in Psychology Today, I tracked it down, and the author actually talks about a concept called triangulation. Triangulation is where one person accuses another person of an act, we'll say bullying, and then the person who's accused of bullying gets more angry, gets upset, starts lining up others against the first child, like their friends, teachers, etc., and the problem escalates. Well, there could be some truth to that if it's not handled properly. And my position is not that you just tell about bullying and walk away. There's a multi-phase process that goes into telling. First off, some things to be considered. One, if somebody says something bad or rude to another person one time, that is not bullying. Bullying is a repeated act. I believe in the 3 strikes rule, as I say in my book. 3 strikes. That means somebody says something one day, might be hurtful, might be harmful, you might not like it, but that's not bullying. Maybe at some point in the future, they say or do something kind of minor, they cut in front of your child in line at lunch or something like that. That is not bullying, right? But after 3 times of repeated verbal or something physical, I consider that bullying. And I think most people would agree with me, right? So first off, there has to be a real bullying issue. Second, triangulation, I think, is justifiable, of course. However, if you're going to actually solve bullying, you can't just tell. You can't just have your child tell and then a teacher or a principal or you or whoever go off on a witch hunt, so to speak, and just blame one child for everything that happens. If you're going to fix a bullying problem, then there has to be a number of things in effect. One, the problem has to be brought to light, has to be told, has to be magnified, just like I talk about in my special report. It also has to have full investigation, what we call the Sherlock Holmes principle, right? And then there has to be education involved on both sides. The side of the child that's claiming to be bullied, they have to be educated on the things that they need to do to help a bully from picking on them and targeting them as a bully. And then on the bully side, there has to be education on their side to teach them how to properly behave and how to interact with others, right? And that's where the rub is. Why has bullying persisted? Because we're not attacking the problem from all sides. And that's my true position, not just a special report. That's just one piece of the puzzle. And in reading this other author's article, I believe that when they say don't tell, that if you read the entire article, they're not saying don't tell. They're saying only tell if you've got all the pieces in place and it's really a bullying issue. So that's what I thought I would address today. If you have any questions, you want anything you want me to address during our show, then contact me at the antibullyprogram@gmail.com, and I will be glad to help you. All right? And that's it for this episode. I'm your host, Brett Lechtenberg. Live a safe and empowered day.